Hey guys, welcome back. We got another budget blade review here. This is a knife from Bud K, a fixed blade obviously. And this one is from Timber Rattler. It's part of their custom steel series, although with this particular knife it just says stainless steel. I don't know what's so custom about that. Doesn't actually give the exact steel, so who knows? Mystery stainless again. This is the model number, handcrafted in Pakistan. That is never a good thing, but I will say I haven't cut anything with it yet, but I have taken it out of the box and taken a look at it. You do get a pretty nice sheath. One of the things, it has this retention strap on here, and it's got a nice decorative snap on there. But when you undo it, I mean, that thing is going nowhere, and that rattles my watch. Let me get this snap out of the way here. But I mean, there is no noise. That thing is not going anywhere. It is nice and tight in that sheath. And sheath is pretty thick leather. I'm sure it's not the highest quality leather. It's pretty stiff, but stitching is pretty good. No major complaints about the sheath. I mean, it fits in there nice and snug. You do have a nice big belt loop, so no real carry options other than just right side belt loop, and the snap closes down nice and easy, comes off nice and easy, so no problems there. It does have Timber Rattler stamped into that leather, and it does have a little bit of basket weave design on there too, which is kind of nice. So overall, I mean, I think you get a pretty good sheath. I didn't tell you how much this was, so I paid $13.98 at the time I purchased this. I just checked again on Bud K. You can also get it at True Swords. I think it's $14.07, so the price has not gone up. But yeah, there we go. Pretty cheap, $14. There you go. You got the stainless steel, made in Pakistan. There's a little bit of tarnishing here. Looks like a little bit of rust, but that'll probably come right out with some polishing, so not a huge deal, but it did come like that right out of the box, so I haven't really used this for anything at all. There's the Timber Rattler on the other side. Now online they were calling the handle scales bone, black and orange bone. It looks like wood to me though. I don't think that's actually bone. Yeah. So I don't know if that's just translation errors, coming from Pakistan or what. But I mean, the handle scales are nice. You do have the nice brass, handle guard there, and you got all these brass pins. It's double pinned all the way down, full tang. It's polished super smooth. There's really not any raised edges until you get to the brass guard, and it's super mild there. Nothing actually to be concerned about. I mean, you got to really be feeling for it to feel anything. There's definitely no sharp edges, so fit and finish on it is pretty dang nice. You do kind of have this. It's like a clip point, but it's also upswept like a Persian blade. I don't know if that's because it comes from Pakistan or what, but it is a small handled knife, so this is not a giant knife. I have I usually wear medium to large gloves, so my hands are not huge, and I can get a full grip on it, not a big deal. But it for you guys that have extra large hands, this may not work for you, but it does kind of lock it in nice. You have this very mild ramp here at the end, and it locks that pinky in, and then the guard locks that front finger in, index finger. There's no choil, but you do have a thumb ramp, so it is actually pretty nice ergonomically, and like I said, fit and finish on it's nice. I mean, it feels like a good knife. Sharpness wise, let's go ahead and take a look at that. I brought some paper, so we'll check that real quick. So we'll start with the printer paper. Let's see if it's sharp. Not really. try back here. This is not good. Okay, so that's pretty freaking dull. Let's try this. Let's get some magazine paper out real quick. We'll try cutting on this. So, not real sharp. Not real sharp. Okay, so out of the box, pretty piss poor sharpness. I mean, it'll cut a little bit, but there is an awful lot of tearing in there, as you can see. Not a clean cut by any stretch of the imagination. So pretty disappointed with the sharpness on there. I mean, I can push nice and hard on there. Yeah, it's not sharp. So before we get started with the demo, I'm gonna go see if I can do some light honing on this and at least get it workable. So stand by. Okay, did a little bit of sharpening. It's better, but not great. I noticed that the bevels on here are super uneven. It's going to take a lot of work to get that into shape, but you know, just for a quick sharpening, I did what I could. This is actually now wet paper, so that's not going to work. But at any rate, a little bit better, not great. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Call this thing a skinner, and let's see what it can do with making feather sticks here. There we go. Actually did pretty good. Pretty good. Now, this really isn't ideal for batoning. It's so small. I don't know that I don't know if this is actually going to baton anything, but we'll give it a go. See if it'll go through. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go. Try this little piece up here. Yeah. This is definitely not ideal for batoning. We're going to give up on that. That is not going to work. All right. See if we can do this here. Curls, pretty nice. Let us see how stout that tip is. I mean, the back, you can see the spine is actually decently thick, and it does taper up here just a little bit, but at that point, seems like it'll be pretty stout. So just do a little bit of and she's bent. Wow, look at that bend. That is a super big fail. All right, that oh my god, that is super warped now. I don't know that we can fix that. Let me see if we can get it back a little bit straighter. nope, it's still bent up towards the top of your screen. Good land, this thing. Pretty terrible. That's why I was saying at the beginning, Pakistan, made in Pakistan, usually not a good thing. Straighter, but still bent. So I'm gonna say that knife is a freaking fail if I ever saw one. Get this magazine paper out of the way. I definitely would not recommend this. I mean, it looks nice, feels nice in the hand, but performance-wise, man, that is not good. Not good at all. I guess we can do one more thing. We can see if we can put a spear point on this. Actually, let's get it going like this first. Now that's doing it. This wood is kind of rotten, so the middle, the core here is just punky, so that ain't gonna get a sharp tip on it. Let's see if we can make a little notch. Not a great notch, but a notch nonetheless. So I don't know. I think I think there's way better options out there if you're looking for a little camp knife. I wouldn't call this a Skinner at all. This thing is basically a little Bowie knife, multi-purpose knife, but it's very very small. See if we can bend that back to straight a little bit. Now it's getting straighter. Still bent. It does have a 90-degree, well, no it's not. I don't know if that would actually throw sparks. I don't think it would. It's not really cutting. Yeah. I don't think that spine is sharp enough to throw sparks on a ferro rod, so you'll need a striker for that. And yeah, let's see how the sharpness held up, if at all, with just this light work we've been doing here. Get me another piece of magazine paper here. Well, it's about like it was, so it did hold the edge okay. So hopefully you can see that, but still not a razor sharp edge by any stretch of the imagination. That'll need some serious honing. Basically I have to reprofile the entire bevel, because this side looks right. This side looks way too shallow. It's not even, so yeah, it'll need a lot of work. So overall, guys, I would not buy this knife again. I would not recommend any of you buy this knife unless you just want something that looks pretty, or if you just, you know, you want a cheap knife that will do decent, but will probably fail on you at some point. So I would not buy that. And well, I guess unless you like the Sheath. Sheath is probably worth $14, so you can put a different knife of the same size in there maybe. But yeah, that knife, not good. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, I decided to throw it and see if it would do okay landing in my little wood snowman there, and look what happened. The handle has completely busted apart. The wood is coming apart from the frame. This thing is going in the trash can. So this was a $14 mistake. So I'm saving you guys from making the same one. Do not buy this knife. This thing is very fragile and garbage. So, you know, the warning sign was made in Pakistan, so don't buy anything with that moniker on there, and stay away from this knife. Thanks.